Alright guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to set up an Angular 2 application basically from scratch. Now there's a bunch of different ways to start out your application. From scratch is one way, but we also have a quick start which makes things a lot easier. But I don't want to start out with that because I want you to see exactly what goes into it, what configuration files are required, and so on. There's also a command line utility called Angular CLI that we can take a look at later on. Alright, so I'm going to go to angular.io and click on Get Started, and we're basically going to follow along here. It's going to tell us what files to create. Alright, now before you get started you will need Node.js. If you don't have that, just go to nodejs.org, download it, install it. It's basically just the JavaScript runtime that we need to be able to run a lot of these commands. Alright, it also comes with NPM, which is Node Package Modules, and that's the main way that we install Angular. Alright, so I have a projects folder. I'm going to create a specific folder for this project. I'm just going to call My Angular, and it's not going to really function as an application in terms of doing anything. I just want to set up kind of a boilerplate for our Angular 2. Alright, so we're going to open up a command line. I'm just going to use my standard Windows command prompt, and I'm going to navigate to that folder. Where is it? Projects. Alright, and what we're going to do is, if we look at the documentation, there's 4 general files that we need to create: package.json, tsconfig, typings.json, and systemjs.config.js. So package.json is basically a manifest file. We have all of our dependencies, which you can see all the different Angular packages and some other stuff, the version number. So what we want to do is create this package.json file, and when you have Node and NPM installed, you can generate it with npm init. Alright, now it's going to ask us some questions, the app name and version and so on, but I'm just going to click enter all the way through because we're going to replace it anyways. Okay, so that's alright, and now if we go in My Angular, we have package.json. Alright, and I'll open that up, and it just looks like this. Okay, so what we want to do is copy all this and replace. Alright, and I'm just going to change the name to My Angular. And if we look at this, it has the version number, it has a bunch of scripts that we can run with npm. Now this TSC, basically what this does is it takes the TypeScript and compiles it into regular JavaScript. Alright, because everything we do in Angular 2 is going to be through TypeScript. Now this TSCW means that it's going to run in watch mode. So as we save our TypeScript files, JavaScript will be compiled. Now if you want to run all of this, you can run npm start. Okay, that's going to run the TypeScript in watch mode. So that's what we'll do to actually start our application. Now dependencies, you can see we have all the Angular packages, including the core package, the compiler, the HTTP module, the router. All this stuff is included in the dependencies. And then we have some other stuff like reactive extensions, which takes care of observables and stuff like that. Bootstrap, not to be confused with Twitter Bootstrap. This takes care of actually starting up the core app component. Alright, so let's go ahead and save that. And I'm going to open up my project in the editor. So let's see, where am I? C drive, projects, My Angular. Alright, now we're going to create the next file, which is tsconfig.json. Copy that, and what this is just a configuration file for TypeScript. So we're going to go ahead and say new file, save it as tsconfig.json, and we'll paste that in. Basically we're telling the system that we want to compile our TypeScript into ES5 JavaScript. Okay, so it's fully compatible with all the major browsers. And we're also saying we want to use the common JS modules. Next one is typings.json, which just provides us with the typings that we need. So let's say new file, save typings.json, and we'll paste that in and save it. And then the last one is the system.js config. Let's copy that. Say new file, save as system.js.config.js. Okay, we'll paste that in. Save it, close it up. Now we don't really have to do anything with these files, they just need to be there. Alright, and if we start to scroll down, you'll see we need to run npm install, and that will just install all the dependencies that we saw in the package.json file. So let's go ahead and do that. It might take a minute. And you can see up here it already created the node modules folder, so it's setting up all those dependencies. Alright, so it looks like that's complete. Next thing we want to do, let's scroll down. It's saying that if it didn't install the typings folder, then we have to run that, but you can see that it did, and that has all the typings. Alright, now we need to create a couple folders, and a couple files, and they're going to go in the app folder. So let's first create an app folder. Okay, and then we're going to create a file and save it as app.module.ts. Alright, and then we're just going to copy this, paste it in. Basically what this does is it imports the ng module package, and what that does is it takes care of organizing the application into blocks. So let's say you want to use the HTTP module. Alright, so you would import that through here and then apply it to the ng module array of imports. Alright, so let's save that. And if we go down a little more, you'll see we have to create app.component.ts, and this is the main app component. Okay, all Angular applications need to have some kind of core app component. Alright, so let's create that. Save it as app.component.ts, and we'll grab that code. Okay, so this is set up just like any other component, where we first import the main component package, then we create the decorator, which has the selector. In this case it's my app, and that's what we'll use for the HTML tag to display the component. And then the template in this case is just this h1 that says my first Angular 2 app, and then we just have the class. So let's save that. And then here it says that we need to add that to the app module file that we created. So let's go back there, and we're going to import app component, and we're going to import that from /app.component. Alright, and then we need to add that down here to ng module. We're going to put a comma there, declarations, and we're going to say app component. Alright, and then also bootstrap app component. Okay, so we'll save that. Now, I just realized that Sublime Text isn't giving us the correct code highlighting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up a different editor. Okay, so we have this Visual Studio Code. This is actually really nice because it has a TypeScript extension, so it'll actually highlight our TS files. Alright, so I'm going to open that up. And let's go ahead and add the folder to this editor. Alright, so now if I open up app.module.ts, you can see that it actually has some code highlighting. Alright, so going back to the documentation, there's one more file we need to create, and that's main.ts. So in the app folder, we're going to say new file, save it as main.ts, and let's grab this code. Okay, so we're just bringing in our bootstrap. We need this platform, setting it to platform browser dynamic, and then platform.bootstrap module, and then we pass in the app module. Alright, so save that, and now we should be ready to start up our application. So let's go back to our command line, and we're going to say npm start. and that should open up in a browser. Okay, so we're getting cannot get slash. Now, there's nothing wrong here. The reason that we're getting this is because it's looking for an index.html file, which it hasn't found. So we're going to go ahead and create that. So new file, index.html. And then if we go to the documentation, scroll down a little more, it actually has an example that we can grab. Alright, and if we look at this, let's change the title. We'll change that to My Angular. And it's just including some of the node modules, okay, including the system config file. And then you can see here we have the main directive, the main selector, My App. And if we were to look in the app component TS file, that's what the selector is. Okay, so it's loading right there. Now this has a link to a style sheet, which we don't have, so let's create that. So in the root we'll say styles.css. Okay, just so we don't get an error. And let's save the index.html file and go back, reload, and there we go. My first Angular 2 app. If I open the console with F12, you'll see we have no errors. So that's it. That's how we can create an Angular 2 application from scratch. Now, like I said, there's a quick start and there's other things we can do, and we will do, but this is how you would create it from scratch using those needed config files. Alright, so in the next video I'm going to show you how we can do all of this much quicker with the quick start.